Record. All right, what's going on, people? David Lamoureux here. Starting off this Team Elite weekly call for the week. This middle week of October. It's Wealth 15th. Some people say Wealth Wednesday for their business, but for us, happy 15th. It feels like Christmas every time. It's the coolest thing. For those of you out there that know what we're talking about, you can leave some comments in the comment section below. Leave some love, leave some hashtags, and you guys, I'm so blessed and so happy and thankful to be a part of what we're being a part of, you guys. So Caleb, you're on here. Thank you so much, buddy, for having the courage to reach out to me and share this info with me, man. I really appreciate you. I know this thing is a blast, and it's absolutely changing my life. So it feels like free money. I'll just say that. That's all I'm going to say. It feels like free money. Okay, so we are halfway in the middle of the month. Are you halfway done with your presentations? Are you done? Are you halfway through with your goals for this month? So I'll be honest with you, I'm not quite there yet myself. I've got 8 left to go for myself. I've got 1 scheduled today later on at 4. So that'll help me out with my numbers for this month. But I really strongly encourage you to keep that bedside tracker for your presentations. Our system is 15 presentations a month. So at the beginning of every month, write down in the morning, 15 left. And if you do one that day, that night before you get to bed, update it, write down 14 left. And then the next morning, you write down the day and then 14 left. And if you get another one during that day, you write down the name of the person that you did the presentation with. And if it's a presentation for one of your teammates, what I've been doing is I've been putting a little parentheses and then that person's my teammate that is that person's presentation with. So like with me and Andre and Izzy, I'll just say whenever me and Izzy went to sit down with Andre last week or 2 weeks ago, I wrote down Andre, and then in parentheses right below that I wrote down Izzy. And then whenever I went to bed that night, I updated my number 1 less. Okay, so that's really been helping me to keep track of how many presentations that I've been doing every month and how many more I have left to go. So really strongly recommend that you do that, because remember, a goal is just a wish until it's written down. Okay, I'm going to say that again. A goal is just a wish until it's written down. So guys, I'm going to go over really quickly a subject that is becoming easier and easier for me the more I go along, and the more that I do it. With this business, confidence and posture is a big deal. And how do you get more confidence and how do you get more posture? What's the most effective way to do it? Is just to do it. What's the most effective way to learn it? Is just to do it. Okay. We have all the trainings already set up for you guys in phase 1 and phase 2. There's some really good training links at the top of checklist phase 2. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to teamelitefamily.com and click on Start Here. There's a checklist phase 1 until you get some, that'll help you get some face-to-face presentations going to help you launch your business. And then once you've got at least 1 or 2 face-to-face one-on-ones with your sponsor, you're ready for phase 2. So go download phase 2, and at the top of that, it has our system. And in the 5 skill sets, it has links to each one to learn how to do each one. And so today we're going to be talking about how to do the close. Okay. So I'm going to go over 2 of my favorite closes. One of them is a statement, and the other is more so of a line of questions. Okay. I'm going to be regurgitating and exemplifying duplication here. So I'm not making any of this up. I'm just redirecting this training from Eric Worre. So at the end of the presentation, what did you like best? I always say, I lean forward and I ask, what did you like best about it all? You've seen a lot now. So what did you like best? Would you say that you liked the idea? And here's where you give them some options. If you give people options, they usually pick one, okay? Because they don't know what the heck to think. So they need, at the end of the presentation, they don't need to be sold. They need leadership, okay? They need you to guide them, all right? So at the end of the presentation, you've seen a lot so far, you know, pretty much everything. And again, this is just the tip of the iceberg, but with everything that you've seen, what would you say that you're most excited about? Would you say that you're most excited about bringing in an extra source of income and helping your family to free up, time so that you could spend more time with you and your family? Or would you say that you're more excited about the product and helping to improve your health situation? Or would you maybe say it's a combination of both? And then you got to be silent. You got to shut up. All right. Remember, whenever you ask questions, the first person who says something loses. All right. So remember to shut up. That's a big part. And yes, Izzy, that is a hard part for me. It's been a learning process this whole time. So let them pick. Oftentimes they will pick both. They'll say it's a combination of both. All right. So you can go into it like this. Well, perfect. On a scale of 1 to 10, where would you put yourself? With 10 being you're ready to get started today. Sometimes they'll put themselves anywhere above a 1 is positive. If they're a 5 or over, people typically pick between 5 and 7. Just because they don't want to seem like an easy sell or whatever. And then there are some people that are just like, man, I'm so excited about this thing. I'm at 10. And then it's like, okay, great, let's get you started. And they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. So it's kind of confusing. They don't know what they're talking about. So whatever number that they are, I like to go into what else do you need to see in order to move that number from a 0 or from where you're at to a 10. And then that's where you be quiet. You let them give you an idea of their roadblocks, okay? And that's all it is just roadblocks or speed bumps, okay? By the way, objections are not combative. They're not trying to be combative with you, okay? They're literally sharing with you their weak spot. And it's up to you to help open their eyes in that weak spot, okay? So I love objections, you guys. They're great. Typically, objections are just one of two things. They are either a limiting belief in themselves or they're a limiting belief in the industry of network marketing. So just keep that in mind, all right? So once they give you their answer, then you can move on to, we can get that answer for you. Now, let me ask you this. Hypothetically, if you were to do this business on a part-time basis, how much would you need to earn in order to make it worth your time? Okay, and then just be quiet and let them give you a number. And here's what's great about our company and about our income disclosure statement. I literally point them to the monthly average column and just say, what number here would make this worth your time part-time? And I let them pick. Oftentimes they pick either 500 or 1,000. Okay, perfect. So next question, realistically, how many hours per week would you be willing to commit to develop that income? Okay, you sit there and you listen. And this is where it actually begins to be real for them. Okay, they have to kind of turn the gears and figure out, I could probably, do this whenever I get home from work, but I gotta walk the dog, I gotta go grocery shopping, I usually have to do this, but I could probably squeeze it in somewhere in between there. I could probably do 1 or 2 hours a day. And so for the week, that would mean, some people, they don't even know really exactly what this looks like yet. So they'll say anywhere between 10 to 15 hours a week. And I'll be like, man, that's awesome. That's great. I was going to say you could actually even do this thing with just 5 hours a week. but hey, if 10 is something that you want to go for, then let's go for it. Now, I like to say after this, here's the third question. How many months would you be willing to commit those hours per week in order to achieve that income? And you're literally just giving them the answers, okay? So if they said in question number 1 that they would like to make $500 a month, pro 3, okay? And then if they said in question 2, I'd be willing to put down about 10 hours a week, okay? Awesome. So realistically, how many months would you be willing to commit 10 hours a week in order to see about $500 a month on average? Okay, so you're literally just repeating back to them their answers, okay? And then they'll tell you, I'd probably give it about 6 months. All right, awesome. So if I could show you a way to earn that $500 a month on average, working your 10 hours a week, in about 6 months, in about that time that you said, is there anything else that you need to see before you're ready to get started? Okay, it's that simple. I'll repeat that for you. So if I could show you a way, here's the if I would you question. Okay, if I could show you a way to earn that $500 a month part-time, working the 10 hours a week that you said that you could do in about 6 months, is there anything else that you would need to see before you're ready to get started? Okay. And let them answer you. And if they say no, then great. I would go to my teammate. I'd say, okay, cool. Pull up your website, send them the start link. Or I pull up my phone. Awesome. I'll send them the start link. I'm going to send you a link right now. Let's get you started. Okay. If they have any objections at that point, or if they have any concerns, maybe it's a lack of money, maybe it's a lack of funds, maybe it's a lack of something. Then you say, whoa, hang on. I'm a little. There might have been a miscommunication. Whenever I say let's get you started, I mean like right now, let's do this thing. I mean, you're excited about it, right? I just like to help them understand. And if typically the biggest concern that I've run into is the money, and I say that's no problem at all. Can we get you a credit card? Do you have any credit cards? Okay, that's the fastest way. I say if they don't have a credit card, then that's totally fine. Can you apply for one? Okay, because people don't really realize that a credit card and starting a business on a credit card is like a free ticket to a multi-million-dollar business. It really and truly honestly is. That's what real estate agents do all the time. Sorry, real estate investors. All right. It's not like buying a new TV on a credit card. It's not bad debt. It's good debt because you're investing in an asset that will pay you monthly income. Okay. So that's the fastest way. If they are just having a hard time imagining how to come up with the money, I say, listen, if I could help you brainstorm, here's another if I would you question. So if I could help you brainstorm some ways to raise the money, would you be willing to look at those options? And they're going to say, yeah. So great. You pull out a pen and paper right there. I've got a couple of different options. Credit card is number one. Cash loan is number two. Saving up from your job is number three. Sell something, garage sale, whatever. Raise support by pre-selling products or by going to some of those people, your friends and family that are very supportive of you. I actually pre-sold some product. That's part of my story. I pre-sold about $300 worth of Pro Tandem to my family because they all wanted it. I said, well, if you want it, you could prepay me $50 for your first bottle, help me get saved up, and I can get it to you as soon as I get started. All right. So I pre-sold $300 worth of my start kit. So that's my line of questioning number one. All right. My other closing statement is also from Eric Worre. All right. You could, I mean, if they're in the place, and you can actually use this in combination with each other. So if they are at the place where they're just awesome, they're just on fire, they're excited about it, they're at 10, they're ready to go. You can lean forward, and here's where you come at it, and you have a posture of authority. You're ready to lead them. Okay, they're not looking to be sold. You don't need to say much more. They're ready to go. So here's what I did the other day. Well, it sounds, after hearing everything that you've been saying and how excited you are about it all, it sounds like you're really excited about it all. It sounds to me like you're ready to get started. And you just sit and wait. Now, you don't say that in a question. You say that with a downward tone of voice. You don't say, well, it sounds like you're ready to get started. In like a super excited or like a question kind of statement. You don't leave that question mark at the end. It sounds like you're ready to get started in a very matter-of-fact kind of way. All right. And then you wait. Remember, again, the first person that says something loses. So, so just sit and wait. Okay. Those are my two favorite line of questionings. And you can actually use them in conjunction with each other. So love you guys. That's all I got for today. Now you can learn these closing, and actually all of these skills on the Checklist Phase 2. All right, if you haven't checked it out yet, I highly recommend that you go and download Checklist Phase 2 and you learn it, okay? There's so many different links in there to help you develop the skills necessary to help you develop that income and the residual income so that you have time so you have money freedom, financial freedom, time freedom to spend with those that you love, doing the things that you want, doing the things that you want to do, okay? So I love those checklists. They're like signposts for all of the different things that you need to know. So we can refer people back to a single point, okay? This is the system that we've needed, the organization that we've needed for a long time. And I love this as well. once you get to a certain point in your business, you need a way in order to create, because duplication is the name of the game. So in order to create duplication and an easy system for anybody to do it, you need to be answering people in the form of a tool. Okay, whenever you can start answering people's questions, I mean your distributors, your teammates. Whenever you can answer your teammates' questions and help guide them in the form of a tool, then you have the opportunity and the pathway for duplication and a massive business to take place. Okay, so we now have the tool. That's checklist phase 1, checklist phase 2. Right now we have sponsor phase 1, and sponsor phase 2 is down the road. That's for like Pro 3 and above, beyond, for like Pro 3 and beyond. But man, honestly, there's so much gold in sponsor phase 1. Sorry, in checklist phase 1 and checklist phase 2. Honestly, if that's all that we had, we'd be golden. But more goodies are coming down the road with sponsor phase 2. So that's all I got for today. Matthew, do you have anything that you'd like to add?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, awesome. I want to remind everybody about utilizing your third party. Make sure you're calling for validation. Blow everybody's phone up. Let's work together as a team. Remember, we're in this together. You're building a business, but we're doing it all together. So definitely let's keep pulling together as a team. Keep your eye on the Ireland tracker, people. If you have a goal to do some traveling and have it completely free, let the company go ahead and pay it for you just for doing what you're supposed to be doing. So check this out. So we're building our business. We're doing our job. We're getting paid for that, right? We're making our commissions. And in addition to that, the company's going to send you to Ireland. How cool is that? So make sure you keep your eye on that Ireland tracker. Got a lot of great opportunities for Zoom presentations this week. We've been posting stuff in Team Elite. There's stuff on Big Blue Calendar. These are presentations done via Zoom, also at locations. So make sure you kind of plug into that every once in a while. Caleb's got a Zoom training coming up, another part in that series, the recruiting process. It's been invaluable. I've really been digging on that, getting a lot out of it. And also, I just wanted to maybe encourage everybody this week, have a mind for gratitude. We got this kind of a little bit of a junky weather. Sometimes people, start to get a little down in the dumps or whatever, however you want to call it. I enjoy the change in the seasons. I enjoy the rain. I just love everything about it. But it got me thinking that, because I've already seen some stuff on Facebook. People are already kind of complaining, going, bummer, here comes winter. This is going to be horrible. They're already expecting the worst. I encourage everybody to find something great every day. Just find something great. It doesn't have to be the weather. I mean, it can be my great smile. It can be a great conversation with me. It can be, a great text from me. It can be, just whatever. Find something to be grateful for each day this week. And do me a favor, let's post it. Post it on Team Elite. Post it on Facebook. Let's text it to each other. Let's build each other up. Let's share the compliments. Let's share our grateful and positive outlook on things. No matter how silly or whatever stupid you may think it is, just go and share it. So I encourage everybody to be, a sense of gratefulness this week. Gratitude.
I love it. Thank you, Matthew. And just another quick reminder, you guys, I am going to order the team t-shirts right now. So if you want one, there's still time to get in a last minute order. Just let me know what your size is and shoot me over $20 to get in on this first round of Team Elite t-shirts. So repping Team Elite, repping your side hustle, and that'll be a good conversation starter. Right now it says, what is your why on the front? And on the back it says, purpose-driven life. It's a conversation starter, okay? So I love it, Matthew. Let's all post out something positive. Keep that attitude of gratitude. Trade your expectations for gratitude, okay? Your life will turn around. So I heard that from Tony Robbins. So love you guys. I'm going to go ahead and close out. This concludes our Team Elite weekly call for this week, and I'm going to stop the recording. You guys have a great rest of your day. God bless you guys. Give me a call if you need any help with your business. Focus on Ireland. Let's rank you up this month so that you can get points to go to Ireland. Also, keep in mind global. you get 100 points towards the Ireland trip just for simply showing up at Global. And that's in 2 weeks. Love you guys. I'll take care. Bye now.
Thanks, David.